Hello and welcome back to my channel and to today's video, which is a day in the life organisational video. I'm actually starting this, as you can see, in bed because it's the night before, because I'm usually quite terrible at doing the intros and then I end up having to do them in the editing process. So yeah, I'm doing it now. Today's been a productive day. Today is Saturday the 19th of February. I've listed 20 items today, which I'm very happy with. That's got me scheduled until the 7th of March. And tomorrow there's a lot of things I want to get organised, primarily my eBay stock. So carry on watching if you want to see that. Stay. You're propped up in the mug cupboard, well, the mug and glass cupboard against the white glasses, and you keep slipping, so stay there. It's now the morning, and as you might be able to tell outside if I tap there, the snow's gone. It's now 12 degrees and it's raining and all the snow's gone. So I'm going to insert a couple of clips and a couple of pictures from yesterday.
Put that all out of her mind if she can. Exactly, and it was only the last 40 meters.
There you go, I wasn't lying, it did snow heavily. But yeah, miserable weather today, very grey sky, very rainy, dull, wet, damp. I've just poured myself a cup of tea in my Emma Bridgewater Love is Love mug, and then on the other side, one second, I'm going to burn myself if I try doing it one-handed without putting it down. It says peace and love. So I'm just waiting for that to brew before I get on with my day. Okay, so I'm editing this in bed again, wow. There was like a 5-minute clip of me moaning about having very few sales on eBay, and the sales that I have been having have been very low value, which is leading to me feeling quite demoralised at the moment, but it is reassuring to see that other people are saying the same thing, and I'm not the only one that's like that. So yeah, it's annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. It just feels like a bit of a waste of time spending ages packing orders for the sake of a few pounds, when my time's already limited because I have a full-time job. So yes, in a nutshell, that's what I was saying. Anyway, I'm going to stop moaning, I'm going to make my cup of tea, and I'm going to sit and catch up with the world, see what's happened overnight. I always like watching Sarah Resell's stories on Instagram. She's always, on a weekend, she seems to have uploaded by the time I'm awake, which is great. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is Parish _. But yes, if you want to go and follow me over there, feel free to. Yeah, right. I'm gonna go and have a cup of tea, and then I'll show you what I want to get done today. So it's a little bit later on now, about an hour later. It's just gone 11. And I'm finally starting my day properly. I've had my tea, caught up on Instagram, replied to messages, sent out offers on eBay, checked my emails, the usual. And I'm just going to quickly show you my list. It's not a huge list, but the things that are on it take some time. So I split it into bedroom and office. In my bedroom, I want to hoover and dust and polish, because yesterday I did things like change my bedding and put all my clothes away, but I've still got other stuff to put away as well, just little bits and bobs like suitcases, and I need to file some documents, little things. Office, I've got a big pile of stuff for charity, a mixture of things that we're just donating as a family, but also a few items that I will probably show you that I've picked up in recent hauls that are just not worth selling. I also want to photograph my stock that I've purchased in the last week or so, and film a haul of the stock that I've purchased this week that I haven't filmed yet. But my biggest thing is then, once that's all done, to reorganise my stock, because at the moment it's just kind of here, there and everywhere. It's going to be in the same locations, I just want it to be in specific categories so that when something sells, I know, like women's dresses are here and men's tops are here, rather than having to dig through each box or drawer to find it. So I will show you that. So I think I'm going to tackle the bedroom first, which is the room that I'm in, because it's like a quick win. I do want to film an updated room tour. I think I've said this before, but there's still a few things that I want to change. I'll quickly show you. So it's going to struggle because of it's backlit, but this beautiful embroidery that I bought from Emma, she sells seashells. I want to put it there where that is, because it's less likely to get faded than on that wall, because I want to move that to that wall. And then over here, I got this new mirror, full-length mirror from Dunelm, which I want to hang on the wall there, so that when I'm taking pictures, I've got the light facing me, so it'll look good in the mirror. And then this mirror here, obviously we'll need to move because that's going there. This mirror that's up there is going to come down, and I'm unsure what I want to do with it because the glass is a bit ruined. It's speckled and mottled, which I really like the appearance of, but it's a bit rubbish for actually trying to look at yourself. So that's going to go and live in my nan's garage till I decide what I want to do with it. And this mirror that you can actually see yourself in is going to be hung up there. And there's other things, like I had a different shelf up here before and I need to paint where we've taken it down. And there's also some bits, you can see where I filled holes with just normal filler and they need painting. Just little bits. And I would love to get a new carpet, but I don't know if it's worth it or not because I'm not going to be living here forever. So that's everything in terms of what I want to do to the room. But what I want to do today is, they live under my bed. They just need folding. The bin needs emptying. My gym bag needs sorting. That little pile of stuff needs to go away. And then I just need to dust, polish and hoover and make my bed. And take those glasses downstairs and put them in the dishwasher. So, hopefully this is going to be like a quick, absolute max half-hour job if I do a really good hoover and dust and polish. And then I can get cracked on in the office. So, it's all tidy now. Everything's put away. Gym bag's packed for tomorrow. So now I can just quickly hoover and dust it. Move my mirror there. It will be hung higher. That clock will probably have to move. But yes, looking nice and tidy. Although I do still need to empty that bin. Are you going to help me clean, Charlie? Or are you just going to lay there and probably go to sleep? It's mad how white he looks when he's not against something white. And when he is against something white, you look yellow, Charles. Sorry. Are you just dirty? Is that what it is? Do you need a wash? Oh. Right. I can't film all of this because you can't dust one-handed because I need to move stuff around and dust underneath it and dust the actual objects. But here is proof that I do dust, and then I will hoover. So, it's tidy, it's clean, the bed's ruffled where the dog's been on it. There's no point in me trying to sort that out because he's just going to get on it again. Gym bags are ready for morning, and then I've left my jeans out because I'm going to wear them to work tomorrow. So yeah, all done in here, and you will have seen that I also hoovered the whole of upstairs. Upstairs needs new carpets, but it's not my house. So in here now, I've brought a couple of bags up because this is the pile here of all the stuff that needs to go to charity. But first, before I do any of that, my parents have gone out, so I'm going to film a charity shop haul because that's the stuff that I picked up this week. Okay, so I've filmed my haul video. There's the pile of clothes and the tripod. That's my setup. And the list is getting there. Let me show you. So I've done everything in my bedroom, hoovered, dusted and polished and put stuff away. And in the office, I've filmed my haul. So I just need to bag up my charity stuff, which will only take me a couple of minutes, photograph my stock, and then reorganise my stock. I think I might actually reorganise it first and then do my photography. To be fair, the room could also just do with a general tidy, so I'll probably do that as I go. And there is actually, I need to add one more thing on. There's a load of stuff to go around to my nan's that I need to make sure is all together in a pile, and then I can take it round and get rid of it. Okay, so I've just started bagging up the clothes for charity, and I'm going to show you the fails that I picked up that are going back to the charity shop. Thankfully, none of them have cost me much money. So, my most expensive fail is this top shirt here. It's Ted Baker. Now, this cost me £2. And the reason it's a fail is because I didn't check it over properly. And whoever has owned it previously, for whatever reason, has cut the button off both of the cuffs. And this shirt was, because of the style of it, I was only going to be listing it for around 15 quid anyway. But who wants to buy a shirt that has no buttons on the cuffs? Why? The next thing is this sort of retro vintage jewellery case. You'll see me pick this up recently. Just looking at comps on eBay, they're only going for like a £5, so I'm not bothering with it. That was clever, Jack. Then two shirts, an M&S Italian fine cotton Marks and Spencer formal shirt, and a Brook Taverner size medium shirt. This one feels like really good quality, and as does the M&S one, but both of them are only going for a few quid, like £3 or £4, so not worth my time. Then these two items I've had for ages. The red Jaeger top will cost me, well, they both cost me £1. They were both from the hospice shop in my local town. This one was only going to be worth like a tenner anyway, but then I accidentally caught the debobbler on it somewhere and made a hole. I can't be bothered trying to find it one-handed. But yeah, it wasn't going to be worth my time really anyway. Well, it was for a tenner, but I just can't be bothered. And then this Wallace top. It's like a floaty, chiffony top, and comps on similar tops were only going for like £3 or £4, so again, not worth my time, but only £1 outlaid. So in total, there is £5 of my money going back to my charity shop, so I'm just going to see it as a £5 donation. It's not that much to lose, and it does go to show that sometimes it's not worth taking. Well, no, it just goes to show that sometimes the risk doesn't pay off, but I feel it's a risk that's worth taking, because for all the other successes I've had, to lose this £5 is very minor. So I'm happy. The charity shop got the money for it in the first place. They're going to get it a second time round, and it clears it out of my stock that I need all the space I can get, so I don't need stuff like that clogging it up. But take this as a lesson that similar items to those, if you see them, don't really tend to be worth picking up. So you can learn from my mistakes. So instantly, the room feels so much tidier. Let me show you everything that is leaving this room. This whole pile here, all the stuff under there, and the stuff to that side, the clothes are staying, but they will be put away. So, bags to go downstairs, recycling on top of them, bags to go in the car, gifts to go under my bed, because that's where I keep gifts. That's to go to work. It's my desk calendar that hasn't even made it there, and it's almost the end of February. A cookbook to go downstairs. That's recycling. It's a candle box. All this stuff here is going to my nan's, and the TK Maxx bag is everything that's going to the charity shop. So now, over here is nice and clear. My coffee table's just got the bits on it that I actually need. The desk is way clearer, so my mum can get on with her painting because it's her painting desk. This is the one that she's on with at the moment. Can you guess what that shape is that's about to be filled in? Does it match that one that's laid down there? Potentially. And then all down here is clear. So gonna get everything shifted. Most of it just needs to go into the car because I'm gonna go into my nan's later, and then that'll go with me tomorrow, and I'll drop it off at the charity shop on my lunch break. And that's all for downstairs. So everything is looking so much cleaner and tidier. The room is a decent sized room, but it was starting to feel claustrophobic. There's a beautiful green stain on the carpet where my mum's felt paint. And this is my sister's bedroom, so there's all sorts of crap on the carpet anyway from her makeup back in the day. Hence me saying that it needs recarpeting upstairs. That bag is just what we put shredding in, and it could do really with living somewhere else, but it's okay there for now. I, meanwhile, am slightly damp because I've just been out to the car to put all that stuff in it, and it took me a few trips. But I waved to the neighbours because I spoke on here about it. I've joined a gym recently, and it turns out that my neighbours go there too. We've got the same, it's like a spa with a gym there, so they're going because they're like retired and to relax by the pool, whereas I'm going to get fit. But yeah, so saw them out on the street, which was nice. But it is feeling so much nicer in here, but it's about to get messy again because I'm about to pull out all my stock and reorganise it. Okay, so the only organisation at the moment is that all my brick and footwear is in this box and clothing's in the rest. So these two boxes and these two drawers, as well as that section of hanging space there, is all my listed stock. And then this box and this bag is my currently unlisted. Oh no, this shirt is listed. I needed to remember to move that the other day. So yeah, that all needs photographing and listing. This lot is what I need to organise because I want it so that I know roughly where everything is. Now, I'm going to pull it all out, put it into piles and see how much I've got. I've got a feeling that I've got a lot more ladies wear than men's wear, and therefore it would make sense for me to use the drawers for ladies wear because they're bigger and use the boxes for men's wear. I do have more space in this cupboard. I've got another box there, and I've got room for another sort of box the same size as that should men's wear need more, which it probably will do given that I've got all this to list. But yes, for now, I just want to get this organised into piles and see what we're playing with. Okay, I'm going to sound like a broken record here. I'm aware that to the majority of resellers, this is nothing because they will have 500, 600, 700, 1,000, 2,000 items in their store, and I only have 145 plus probably another 30 waiting to be listed. So, you know, less than 200. So this isn't going to look like a lot, but to all fit in this one room in the storage that I have is plenty. So I've got it all out into piles and I'm going to talk you through it. So the back piles are ladies, and this bit here, that is a tiny bit of kids, and then this is men's. So 2 men's jackets to be hung up in the hanging space, men's shirts and t-shirts, men's knitwear, and then men's jeans, trousers and shorts. And then we have ladies tops, ladies knitwear, which is quite obviously chunky, so taking up more space, ladies trousers and shorts and jeans, ladies skirts, and then ladies dresses, and like I say, the bit of kids wear. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have one drawer that I try and get all my ladies dresses and skirts in, and then one drawer that and maybe the tops as well, then the other drawer will be for knitwear and bottom halves, but try and organise that somehow. And then the menswear will be organised amongst these 3 boxes that are going to sit in the bottom of the wardrobe. I've just been out to the garage and got this piece of MDF. Because they're made of fabric, they slide poorly against carpet. So I just put that in there to sit them on so that when I'm pulling them in and out, they can come out freely. Then that shelf, I'm just going to use it as like a brick shelf. So rather than necessarily having it in a box, it will just be laid out on there and I can get it. And then the top shelf will stay as packaging, my steamer and unlisted stock. So it's just a case of organising the menswear amongst these boxes, like I said, and the tiny amount of kidswear. I don't know where I am going to put that, but I'll find somewhere. It's not exactly like it's going to take up much space. And then yeah, like I say, the brick that's in there will be organised and shoes will be on that shelf. Okay, so it's a bit later, but it's done. And I feel so much better for it. So let me show you how I've organised it all. So starting off in the cupboard, up top, like I said, it's packaging supplies, unlisted stock, steamer, bit more packaging. Hanging, jackets for sale, those are all my personal jackets that I actually wear, so they're split either side of the divider so that I know. Then down here at this side, I actually utilised these two boxes because they were empty. So I've got this box, this is all the bricks in this box, and then this box has shoes in it. There is actually a couple of pieces there, and that's not being listed yet, but there wasn't enough space for it on the top shelf. So at the bottom, we've got men's jumpers and trousers and shorts all in one because they could fit together. And then in the other one, we've got men's tops and shirts, all accordion folded, so that they are really easy to access. And then this box was empty, so for now, I've just put in it this more unlisted stock that wouldn't fit on the top shelf. But I have that to expand into for whatever needs it. So that's everything in the wardrobe, all neat and tidy. And then in the drawers, the bottom one has knitwear along this side and at the back of there. And then all these are my dresses. Not my dresses, but the dresses I've got for sale. Again, accordion folded. And then in the top drawer, well, the upper drawer, all skirts, all trousers and shorts, and all the tops. And then there's the little bit of kids wear at the front there. So it's all perfectly organised, so I can just get to wherever I need to be. So that means that from my list, I've got everything done in my bedroom. I've got the charity stuff bagged in the car. I've reorganised my stock and I filmed a haul. I haven't done any photography yet today, but it's only about 3 o'clock, so there's still time. And whilst I was reorganising, I had a sale. This is a floral Jojo Maman Baby maxi dress, maternity dress. It's like a fixed wrap style, and that has just sold for £19. So really happy with that because I'm pretty sure I picked it up maybe £3 or £4. So yeah, it's just like a crepe style material. It's very pretty. So I'm gonna have a break now for some late lunch, and then if I do some photography later, then I will show you, or I'll end the video. Be one or the other. Hello, it's a couple of hours later. It's 7:20 now. I've had a very relaxed evening so far. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a bit bunged up at the moment. Feeling a little bit run down, bit of a cold. It's not COVID, it's just, like I said, I think I've already told you actually, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. But anyway, I was like, you don't need to work all day, it's a bloody Sunday. So I got into bed and watched some YouTube and ended up falling asleep and had a nice little nap. My dad's making us a roast dinner. We're having roast pork. That should be ready soon. And then if I fancy listing something after that, or sorry, not listing, if I fancy doing some photography after that, then I will do. But at the moment, I've just come up and I'm sat in the office, and it's really made a massive difference clearing it out. It feels so much nicer to be in here. So I'm really glad that I've got that done. It was really weighing me down, and as much as I'm sad not to have gone to Khaled's this weekend, I think A, it wouldn't have done me good with feeling run down, and B, I feel so much better for getting my room sorted out and getting the office sorted out and getting my stock sorted out. I feel a lot more on top of it, so that's good. Yeah, the reason I'd like to get some photography done is because I've got nothing left to list at the moment because I haven't got any photographs. However, in saying that, I am listed up until the 7th of March. I'm filming this, today is the 20th of Feb, so I am listed for a good, so maybe I'm listed till the 8th of March, something like that anyway. So I have got time. I don't need to do anything yet, but it would be good so that I have the photos in the bank ready so that when I'm listing, I can schedule them. I'm still just sticking to one listing a day because if I try to do 2 or 3 a day, I would end up with far too much stock to be able to handle. I've kind of maximised the space available to me now. Even though like I've got a box here or there that I've got room to expand into, I don't want to just maximise that now because I've got nowhere else to go if I do that. And by the time I've processed most of this stock that I have got, that'll be full. So yeah, I haven't really got any room to manoeuvre. So I know that there is the argument that well, the faster you get it on, the faster it'll sell. Excuse me, I think I'm about to sneeze. I know there's that argument. However, if I do that, I won't be able to buy any more stock because I'll have used all my storage space, and I won't be able to carry on listing on a daily basis, which means that because I'll run out of stock, which therefore in turn means that the activity on my eBay slows down and the algorithm won't like that, and in turn I think sales would slow down too. Sorry, I've got a watery eye because I'm in a perpetual cycle of sneezing, needing to blow my nose, and then carrying on and feeling a bit snotty. Sorry if that's TMI. So yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be in a position where I've not got one thing going up a day. Because to me, that keeps the continuity. That means if I have a day where I don't alter any listings or end listings and sell similar on those or add item specifics, excuse me, that there's still activity going on my account. I am sick of February now. February sales have been crap. I've already said this, but it's been really nice. Actually, today, everyone on YouTube, so Sarah Resells, Emma Chatterton, she sells seashells. I can't say it. Sorry, Emma. I know Shelley's World's been on about just how bad sales are at the moment for everyone's Q1, and that everyone's saying that come spring things will be boosted, which I hope is the case. It'll be my first spring doing eBay properly, and when I say doing it properly, obviously it's not full-time or anything, but doing it with the intent to properly try and make some money. I'm really sorry about this situation that I'm powering through. Yeah, so hopefully, I don't know, come March, more sales will be happening. I understand that, because I mean, personally, I'm not looking to buy new clothes at the moment, and I guess the closer to summer it gets, the more people will. And if I've got them listed, then they are there for people to buy. So I see that. I think I just had gotten my hopes up because I'd seen the boost in sales in January when I first started to put the effort in. And since then, it's dropped off a lot. So, yeah, I'm looking forward for things to pick up. I would like things to sell down a bit more. I'm happy for my numbers to be lower than they are so that I just want to leave myself in a position where I have got that space just to buy the stock to top it up. Whereas at the moment, I sound like a broken record, but I feel like I'm at full capacity. I am at full capacity. At the end of the day, the empty box that I did have is currently full of unlisted stock, and then my unlisted stock box, because my unlisted stock box is full. So yeah, I am at capacity. The drawers do have a little amount of room, But to be honest, they were so full before that everything was really creased, even though they were accordion folded. It's just impossible. And so I don't want to make them any fuller really, because it makes it difficult to get things in and out. So yeah, that's where I am with it now. I just want some sales. Pleased with my sale today. 19 quid for a dress. I remembered I paid £5.95 for it, so it's not as good of a profit as I thought I'd made, but still, 6 quid into 19 is perfectly fine with me. Worked out that after fees, I'll probably be around the £15 mark, so that's £11 profit. But what I'm doing is, for those of you that haven't been here particularly long, I'm doing this with eBay to save some money to go travelling next year. So any money that I make from selling on eBay goes straight into my savings account. Now, when I transfer it across to the savings account, I do deduct the cost of postage from it. However, I don't deduct the cost of the item for two reasons. One being that for a lot of items I can't remember how much I paid for it. And the other being that I just want to save as much money as possible, and I'm in a position where I can sacrifice the portion of my salary that has outlaid that initial cost to go into my savings account. Especially now that these days my outlays have been much smaller. I mean, in September, October time, I was spending, well, in 1 month I spent £160 on stock, which seems obscene now. This month I've spent under 100, and I would have spent around the £50 mark if I hadn't have gone and done the haul that I filmed today, which was £45 on its own, and Liverpool. Like, for example, last month, only 15 quid of my stock wasn't 50p items. The rest of it, there was probably about another 25 quid. So I spent about 40 quid last month on stock. Now, 40 quid out of my monthly salary, thankfully, is a nominal amount of money, and I can afford to, like, not, well, yeah, lose it. Like, I don't notice that it's gone, so it's okay for me to be doing it like this. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. I've now been yakking on for like 10 minutes at you. My hair's greasy, I need to wash it tonight. I'm gonna go and blow my nose. And I'll show you my roast dinner, and then I will show you if I decide to do some photography. Well, this video is basically ending as it started. Me in bed. So, as you can guess, didn't do any photography in the end. I figured I haven't got any plans for next weekend, so I can do some then. That's fine. As I say, listed until the 7th of March. Next weekend is like the 27th of Feb, so I'll still be like a week ahead. So all good. So therefore, I'm gonna leave this here. Didn't even show you my roast dinner, I'm so sorry. It was delicious. My dad did an excellent job. I hope this has been relatively interesting, and I will see you again soon with another video. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more.